beneath a frozen hill beyond the wall, a boy is handed a bowl. Inside is a thick white paste, streaked with dark red veins. In the torchlight, those veins look remarkably like blood. A creature older than most kingdoms tells him to eat. The first spoonful is bitter. He almost retches. The second is sweeter. By the third, the paste tastes of honey, of new-fallen snow, of cinnamon, and of the last kiss his mother ever gave him. After that, Bran Stark can see through the eyes of trees, across the world, across time itself. So what is Weirwood Paste? Welcome to Westeros Within, where we journey into forgotten ages, hidden legends, and ancient mysteries. Weirwood Paste is made from the seeds and sap of the weirwood tree, prepared by the children of the forest in their cave beyond the wall. It arrives in a carved weirwood bowl decorated with a dozen faces, like the ones the heart trees wear. The paste itself is white and heavy, laced with veins of deep red sap. To the eye, it looks ancient, almost alive, but it is not medicine. It is not nourishment. Bloodraven, the ancient green seer who has waited decades for Bran to arrive, explains its purpose in a single sentence. It will awaken your gifts and wed you to the trees. That word matters. Not help, not teach. Wed. A marriage is not a lesson. It is a bond that does not break. And there is no mention of what it costs. After Bran finishes the bowl, the children extinguish the torches. In total darkness, Bloodraven tells the boy to reach not for the wolf, not for the raven, but for the roots. And Bran's mind flows into the weirwood. He surfaces through the heart tree at Winterfell. Suddenly, he is looking through the carved face in the God's Wood where he played as a child. But he is not seeing the present. He sees his father, younger, kneeling before the tree, praying for his sons to grow up close as brothers. He sees a girl and a boy sparring with sticks beneath the branches. He sees lords of Winterfell from centuries past, hard men in fur and chainmail. And then the visions reach further back, thousands of years, to a time when a woman with a bronze sickle opens a captive's throat before the heart tree, and the blood runs into the roots. And Bran can taste it. Not remember it, not imagine it, taste it. And here is where the story turns. Before the paste was served, Jojen Reed had changed. The boy who had guided Bran north with sharp confidence had become sullen, haunted. He wandered the caverns alone and stared for hours at the snow beyond the cave mouth, shivering. He had always known through his green dreams the day he would die, and he had stopped trying to fight it. When Bran asks where Jojen is after eating the paste, neither Jojen nor Mira can be found. Now look at the paste again. White, heavy, laced with red veins that look remarkably like blood. There is a theory, debated fiercely among those who study the text, that the weirwood paste did not contain only seeds and sap, that the red veins running through it may have come from something far more terrible, from someone. It is not confirmed. Leaf tells Bran plainly, it is weirwood seeds. The sap of every weirwood in the world runs red. There are simpler explanations, but the question does not go away. And weirwood paste is not the only substance in this world that turns bitter into vision. In Korth, the warlocks drink shade of the evening before entering the House of the Undying. It comes from trees with black bark and blue leaves, the perfect inverse of the weirwood's white bark and blood-red leaves. The first taste is foul. Then it transforms into every flavor the drinker has ever known. The same pattern. Revulsion first, then beauty, then sight beyond sight. Two substances from two magical trees on opposite sides of the known world, both prepared by ancient orders. both fed to those who seek forbidden knowledge, both tasting of horror before they taste of wonder. That symmetry is difficult to dismiss as coincidence. It suggests something older beneath both traditions, a connection between tree and vision, between sap and sight, that existed long before any kingdom gave it a name. But perhaps the most unsettling part of Weirwood Paste is not what it contains. It is what comes after. Bloodraven ate the paste once, too. He was a prince, a hand of the king, a lord commander of the Night's Watch, a man who once held 1,000 eyes across a kingdom of spies. Now he sits in darkness on a throne of roots. Weirwood grows through his body, through his withered leg, into his empty eye socket. He has been sitting there for nearly 70 years. His flesh has wasted to almost nothing. The tree is slowly consuming him, and the bones of older green seers line the walls around him, wrapped in the same pale roots. That is the pattern. You eat the paste, you see everything, and then, slowly, you become part of what showed it to you. The faces carved into the Weirwoods weep red tears. Northerners have prayed before those faces for thousands of years, believing the old gods were listening. What if they were right? What if the old gods are not gods at all, but the green seers who came before, still watching from inside the wood? That is the truth. No one tells Bran Stark. Not Bloodraven, not the children, not Jojen, who may have known more than he ever said. The paste opens your eyes. It lets you see across every weirwood in the world, across centuries, across the full sweep of memory that the trees have held since the Dawn Age. But it also begins a transformation that does not stop. Bloodraven's body is nearly gone. The tree holds what remains, and whoever sits in that chair next will follow the same path. The boy who fell from a tower in Winterfell and lost the use of his legs was told he would learn to fly. No one mentioned that flying and falling might feel the same in the end. If you want more secrets uncovered from the world of Westeros, subscribe and stay with us. And tell me in the comments, do you think Bran understood what the paste would cost him? Or was the price kept hidden on purpose? Westeros Within, the stories they never told you.